Yeah, so we're down here in the basement of our Build Show Build Boston site. So if you haven't been following along, go to buildshownetwork.com. I think we have about 14, 15 episodes. We have a few bonus episodes up, but we're documenting this project right from square one when we demoed the house to right until the homeowner moves in. So go check it out. A lot of great episodes there, professionally edited. There's Big Red Time. They're just exceptional videos. The editor's doing a great job, and a lot of information there. I'm just doing these quick videos here to kind of catch us up to speed in between those really good professional episodes. So go check it out, buildshownetwork.com. But anyways, we're down in the basement here. As you can see, mechanical rough, plumbing rough. We got a lot of things going on. We have our Mitsubishi heat pumps. Everything is electric in this house. We have no gas. We'll probably have some propane for the outdoor grill. But short of that, everything in the house is electric. So we have our two heat pumps here. This one basically going up, and it's going to handle the zone down to the left. This one's going to come up and basically handle everything in the owner's suite. So that way they can be independently controlled. As we go down, you can see a bunch of our plumbing. We actually have thermal drain installed. Now this thing here, if I had to pick one thing in the building industry that just establishes controversy from the onset, I don't think we can get more controversial than this. I've done a number of posts on thermal drain, and I've gotten everything from total crap, junk, to wow, I love those things. We install them in every one of our projects. So we're installing it here. You know, I had a chat with the homeowner. There's certainly an investment there, right? I think the unit itself is probably about $500-600, and then to install it is probably another $300 or $400 anyway. So let's just call it $1,000 for easy math, and we have to recoup that money, obviously, from its use. Now they say that we'll recoup it in 5 to 7 years. I know there's a lot of you that are watching this that are saying, Steve, BS. I get it. I'm not here to say that should be in every house. But what I am here to say is that, we're in an industry that's totally or should be evolving at all times. And we should be looking at new products and new methods and ways of doing things. Now, sometimes, in my 30-year career, I've done some things and I said, yeah, I'll never do that again, right? But I learned something from that experience that propelled me into other approaches that were successful, right? So while this might not be the most successful energy recovery system for the plumbing, then it might be a system that someone looks at and says, yeah, that doesn't quite work, but we could make it work if we did this. And then that becomes the new generation of that recovery system. And then that propels us into yet another league in energy recovery. So, before you go and just say, hey, something's a total piece of crap, which, I'm not in favor of that as much as when somebody comes and says, oh, you should have this in every house, right? I'm a little skeptical in both, that everything has something to offer. Everything has the opportunity to teach us a lesson. And, I call them stepping stones. Like, there's nothing in this house that's the final solution. Everything in this house is a stepping stone to the next greatest thing we're going to do. So, and that's how I approach things. So anyways, thermal drain, right? We have our shower and our master bath drain that comes down here. It goes into the copper pipe. The idea is that water sits on the outskirts of that inner pipe, and it creates a film to which the incoming water circulates around it and goes back to the water heater, and basically takes some of the heat out of that draining water and elevates the temperature of that incoming water ever so slightly. I'm not saying it takes it from 55 degrees to 75 degrees, but if it does take it from 55 degrees and elevates it a few degrees, and it comes out here higher than the 55, then we've done something. And, you know, I commend the homeowner for being the one that say, you know what, let's put it in, let's give it a try. We're going to talk to the plumber about like getting some gauges here where we can measure the temperature. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more about that. But you can also see here, our mechanical guy has been on site. A bunch of the main trunks have been run here. We have a soffit that'll finish off on this side here and go into this TV area. This is the fitness room, so that soffit will get built out and the TV and stuff will go there. But you can see we have all of our systems here. Plumber's got all of his stuff here. You can see a bunch of our supply lines have been installed. A bunch of, you know, all of our drain lines have been installed there. Our insulator's been here. And actually, we've prodded some of this. So we have some areas you can see where, you know, we have different lines and such happening where the exterior hose bibs going out, they actually have those marked there. We have our bathroom there. It's all rough plumbed. As we move through here, we have, this is our great room or media room down in the basement. Our stairs will come down here, cascade down, turn the corner and come down and basically open to this room. It's about 16 foot by about 32 feet here. And those that are following along with my videos, you do understand this is what I call the clean basement. If you notice, all of the ductwork, all of the plumbing, everything is occurring above the ceiling level. Nothing in this room is allowed to drop down below the floor joist. Hence the name, the clean basement. Everything gets pushed up. Now, if I go over here, on the contrary here, when we walk in through this door, we're in a section of what I call the dirty basement. And in the dirty basement, kind of the gloves come off, right? Like we can hang ducts down, we can hang services on the wall. You can see our other heat pump is over here that's going to service this section of the house. And also one of our Zender ERVs is installed here. So we have all the applicable ductwork happening there. And you can see sometimes some of it is hanging down below here. We have our distribution boxes for our Zender over here with all of that ductwork. And then as part of the design, this section of dirty basement connects to that section of dirty basement with this little 3-foot hallway so that all of this ductwork can kind of continue. So, you know, when I'm designing the buildings, I want to always make sure that I'm not exactly sure what's going to go there, but I've provided a pathway for the mechanical contractor to say, hey, okay, we're going to run 2 or 3 main trunks down there, or in this case, you can see we have a bunch more distribution boxes going out to our Zender ERV there, as well as some additional ductwork, associated plumbing above us there. And then of course we have our radon mitigation system here that we shot that video early on that'll go out into the garage and then go up and go through the roof. The fan will be installed out in the garage. You can't install the fan to the radon mitigation system within the conditioned space. You can link it to, say, the unconditioned roof assembly and build an airtight enclosure around it and then put an access panel to it. But that fan can't be freely in the open space here. If it ever springs a leak, it's just going to be pumping that radon into your space there. So you can see over there on the other side of the stego, we have our stairway that goes up to the garage there. We did a blower door recently on the house last week and we shot a video there. We had the guys from Retro Tech were out here setting up their red door of truth, or their beautiful new blower door system. and their controls. We have a whole video there, so that'll be one of the bonus videos on the Build Show Network, so you can check that out. But if you're wondering, we're hovering right around 1.0 for our air tightness here, and we're gonna improve that somewhat significantly. This poly, we taped it off good, but it just kept blowing off during the test. So we have a couple areas that we're gonna fix that up and clean that system up a little. You can see here, again, I just came in the secondary door to the that media room that we talked about, the clean basement. We have a real simple mock-up here. We have our Excellus closed spray foam that we sprayed about 2.5 inches on the wall. That brings us out to the stud depth. And then we're gonna finish the rest of that with an unfaced rock wool back. Anyways, that's our basement tour. So we still have a lot going on. We have the guys coming out here. We still have to finish up some stuff. We'll shoot some more videos once we get that mechanical system fully intact. The Zender system's fully intact. They're gonna be hot and heavy right after the holiday here. So yeah, we look forward to sharing some more. So anyways, I'm Steve, Basic Architect. This is the site of Build Show Build Boston. Go check it out, buildshownetwork.com. And until next time, long live our buildings.